Okay, so we start with the array. So in this session, we will learn about manipulate the array element, manipulate the enum, and manipulate the string. So first of all, we comes to the array element. So what is an array? So before I go to show this example, I will show a video. Then you come to understand why we require the array. Let's check. The management of Rockwood's High School is organizing the quiz competition. Okay, Rockwood High School is organizing a quiz competition. A maximum of 10 students from each school are shortlisted to participate in the competition. So 10 students for each school. The management want to automate the registration process for the quiz competition. So now you have been assigned the task of creating the application that can store the name and mark of 10 students. Okay, so you have to store the name and mark of 10 students. Just a minute. Okay. The management want to automate the registration process. So you have been assigned the task of creating the application that can store the name and mark of 10 students. So for a single school, for one school, you have to store the 10 student information, 10 student name and 10 student mark. So here, to store these details, you need to declare 10 variable for name, 10 variable for mark, 10 variable for name, 10 variable for mark. So we store this information. Okay, so which is very difficult task for a user to remember it. For a single school, you have to store the 20 variable. If again 10 school want to participate, then the variable it becomes 100. For managing this 100 variable is very difficult task for a user. So that what you have to do? Okay, next another scenario. If 50 students for 5 school want to participate in the quiz competition, you will find it even more confusing and difficult to implement this. This is because you need to keep track of 100 variable in your program, which will make the program code long, complex, and unmanageable. It's very long, complex, and unmanageable. Now, therefore, in this situation, you have to create a mechanism where you have to define only two variables and store all the values. One variable for name, which is store all the value of name. One value for mark, which is store all the value for marks. So we separate, we create the two variable. See that we define a two variable, but one variable is only store the name. Another variable is only store the marks. Okay, it's saying that if you want to store the same type of value like numeric and character, in normal we know that while you creating a program, you have the two type of data type. One is numeric, another is character. If you found that numeric information you want to store, you have to store this related information in one variable. And if you guess that your program wants to store the string or character information, then you have to create another location where you store all the values. So that is called as what? Your array. So array is a collection of data element which is having a same data type, and you have to store all the element in a same memory allocation. Okay, so I will show you just a minute. If I want to store the 5 integer value, suppose 3 integer value, I define 3 variable. Suppose I define norm1, norm2, and norm3. So here see there. If I want to store the 3 variable, 3 numeric variable, so I define the 3 variable, norm1, norm2, and norm3. Okay, so 3 variable means 3 memory location. So 3 memory location you have to define for storing the 3 variable. Now what to do here? You in this cases Array is saying that if you want to store the same type of value, there is no need to declare the three different memory allocation. We have to create a same memory allocation and store all the three value. Now I show the replacement of this one. So in place of defining three different memory allocation, we have to define only one variable. Three memory location means, when you define three variable means three memory location you have to define. But array is saying that if you want to store the same type of value, there is no need to define the three type of value. You have to define a single memory allocation. So let's see here. So it's saying that you have to define the one location here. So previously what happened? It's saying that for storing the three value, you have to define the three variable 1, 2, 3. But array is saying that there is no need to define these three variable. You have to define the same location. In same location, you have to define here norm variable. In the norm variable, you have to store a value. So there is a question, when I store this value, like if I store here so in norm1 suppose I store 10, in norm2 I store 20 and 30. I store here norm1, norm2, norm3. So 10, 20, 30. So if anybody is asking you that show me the value norm1, so if you call norm1, it is giving you 10. If somebody is calling that you have to show norm2, it gives you 20. If somebody is calling that you have to show norm3, it gives you 30. But if you store this value in this location, then how you have to call it? How you have to identify it? तो यहाँ पर तो तीन अलग नाम है, तो उस नेम के मदद से हम अगर नॉर्म 2 को कॉल करेंगे तो आपको 20 दिखा देगा, नॉर्म 3 को कॉल करेंगे तो 30 दिखा देगा. लेकिन ये तीन वैल्यू अगर एक लोकेशन में स्टोर होगा और इसका नाम नॉर्म है, तो आप इसका वैल्यू कैसे रिट्राइव करोगे? तो इसको रिट्राइव करने के लिए यहां पर हम यूज करते हैं array index number or subscript value. So we use array index number or subscript value. So it is 0, 1 and 2. It is called as the index number or called as subscript. So let's see here. So when I define a array, so here I define 0, 1, 2. And it is called as the index number and subscript value. Through this index number and subscript value, I am easily retrieve the value if it is present in a same location. So array is saying that in a same location you store the value, but for retrieving it, you have to use the array index number or subscript value. Array index number or subscript value is starting from 0. So if you notice here I have defined the array index number is starting from 0. There is 0 index. And if your array size is 3, 1, 2, 3, and last index position is size minus 1. So array size is 3. So 3 minus 1, array last index position is 2. 3 minus 1 is 2. So this is called as the array subscript number or index number. So as much as number you can store in the array, but they having a same data type. If you want to store the same type of value in a same memory location, then there is no need to define the different variable. You have to define one variable and store all the value over there. समझ में आया अभिमन्यु?
Yes, sir.
So now next question, next part is, I will share the slide. Just a minute. We get it. Okay, so let's check now. A programmer needs to store the 100 different words that will be used in the program. So therefore, to store this value, a programmer needs to declare the 100 variable. However, it is difficult to keep the track of 100 variable in a program, which make the program code long and complex. Therefore, in such a situation, a programmer needs to declare a variable that can store 100 words. This can achieve by declaring an array. So it's saying that there is no need to define what 100 variable. You have to define a single variable, and in that variable you have to store all the values. So array is what?